The energy body. So we're looking at now the three different qualities. There's more, but the main three qualities are sensing energy, syncing and moving energy, and visual energy or seeing energy. Sensing, syncing, seeing. Now, these three qualities are within your energetic body, and you work them in your state training on a day-to-day basis. So you guys who are coming to the live sessions with me, which if you haven't been coming to them yet and you're just doing the courses, that's fine. However, I do suggest you do come along and get involved in the live sessions, because you can, ask questions and share your experiences and really go deeper into the training. And also we can give feedback, and it's also just a good time. It's lots of fun with the community. Now, the sensing, once again, I briefly went over it before. The sensing is the ability to sense yourself in space. Now, the sensing energy has more to it than just that. You're sensing the energy body, and you want to make sure that you're in an alignment with the frequency and energy. So when you sense the space, you want to really be conscious that you're bringing your awareness to the sensing of the space and the energy, not sensing of the physical body, because you can bring your awareness into your space and still focus on the physical. And that will get you to a certain point, meaning you can influence levels of relaxation to a degree. You can start to be more present with it, but it doesn't take you as deep if your alignment is with frequency and energy. So make sure you've got that intention in mind, to sense the space, to sense the energy, to sense the frequency and the vibration within your space. Now, that leads to a greater depth of awareness within your actual physical space, so that you can start to, from a martial standpoint, release and relax things out, because you're inside that space energetically. You're conscious in it. If I want to be able to sink and let go of tension within my body, I need to be able to sense into it. Whereas if there's a lack of sensing, like a numbness or a lack of awareness there, it's difficult for me to release it and relax it. So that's an important one from a martial standpoint, being able to get your awareness into, get your sensing energy into all the parts of your body, to always feel your whole body, as my master taught me. Now, apart from developing that depth of ability to release tension points in your physical body, it also relates to that energetically. So when you're syncing and releasing, you want to be able to have that sensing in a deep enough way so that you can release tension points energetically. Now, further to that, the sensing energy allows you to then, number one, be more present. Meaning, when you're sensing your space, when you're aware in yourself, you're conscious of the energies and emotions around you and within you, so you can start to either reject or accept them. So if someone's walking past you with a negative emotion or energy, you'll know that it's not yours and reject it rather than accept it and or subconsciously let it into you, right? So sensing develops that sense of awareness within and around your space, so you can acknowledge the different emotional qualities from within and around you. Further, it's your ability to, sensing is in everything. So everything has these qualities. So when you look at another person, you can actually sense into their space, and you can get a feeling for that when you see someone kind of fall over, and you kind of get that mirror neuron effect where you start to kind of feel what they're feeling. And then if you're practicing your contact work in martial arts a lot, or if you're just around people a lot, you can start to sense into people and kind of get a sensation of where they're at physically and even energetically and emotionally too. So the sensing energy has depth to it. And further to that, it actually links into the higher bodies, which we'll talk about later. Now, the moving energy, the movement of chi or energy throughout your system. The sinking chi potentiates relaxation on a physical level. So as you sink through your whole space, that gets the body to start to soften and relax, so that as you move, your body will continue to be soft and released, giving you that kind of ability to be spontaneous and fast, because you've got a nice, empty, relaxed, fluid condition in your physical body. Now, more importantly, you want to be sinking through the actual energetic space. You get a very holistic release throughout your whole body. So that's the kind of martial standpoint. You sink in order to potentiate relaxation on both a physical and a martial level. Now, the sinking energy is essentially moving energy. So you also use it for when you rise through the center. So when you think of the energy rising up through your central column to the crown of the head, when we do our state training, that's the sinking energy as well. It's a moving quality of energy. So you use it in that context. When you start to project forward, when you start to connect to the line in front of you, that's also sinking. That's also kinetic ether or moving energy as well, because you're essentially targeting it forward. Now, you might be wondering why, how come I don't teach you to to sink forward initially, because generally speaking, a beginner will just tense up and push forward. So I find it much better to just sink downward initially and just maintain that. And then as we progress in our skills, start to connect and project it forward as well. But first things first, if you're new to this and you're working on the martial side, just work on your sinking in a downward fashion, like an alignment with gravity. Now, outside of those two components of releasing, relaxing, going up through, three components, up through the spine and focusing forward so you can start to rebound and expand a person off you, it links into your thoughts and emotions, because your thoughts and your emotions also have a moving quality to them. Like when you did the bird visualization, it moved. Or perhaps you're sitting down at a cafe and you turn around and someone's looking at you, their thoughts have used that moving quality to touch you, or to touch your auric field, to make you aware of it. That's one potential explanation. Another way you can think of it very simply is just, imagine a green apple in your mind right now, and now move the green apple over there, and now move it over there, and move it over there. And so thoughts, by connecting to these qualities of thought through the different types of energy, you can start to notice and catch them because you're aware of those frequencies. So there's a lot of value in understanding the different types of chi or energy. Now lastly, the visual, the seeing energy. The visual energy is what you use for the creative visualization of thought forms. Thought forms, or what the Cypriots would call elementals, or emotion forms. Now, we'll go deeper into this in another lesson. But essentially, any type of visualization, like what you were doing with your clarity work, utilizes that seeing energy or visual chi. And getting a good connection with that will help you to start to have better, deeper visualizations, so you can start to live into them and get into their frequency in a more powerful way. So the visual component from the Kung Fu side, generally speaking, we use it for rising, for sinking. Like you can have images like water sinking down or light rising up. But then we also charge it up with a white light in our whole body to kind of mold everything together and then focus it forward into the target. So you can use it for targeting as well. So there's a lot of relevance in your combat. You can even just use images that help you stay relaxed, like the image of the holding a leash, a dog on a leash, and it runs away, so that you maintain that effortlessness. So visualization can always also potentiate powerful movements, because they help you to stay relaxed as you move. Now, apart from that, the martial component, this is just life. Like being able to, creatively imagine and visualize things for your daily life, or for your intentions and vision, strengthens the possibility of that becoming a reality. So if you imagine yourself shooting a basketball well every day, 10 times a day, it'll help you to, let's say, potentially get better at shooting the basketball, but B, it'll get you wanting to shoot the basketball more, because what you think about, you bring about. What you focus on expands, what you think you become, and so on and so forth. So they're the three main components of the energy body: the sensing, the moving, the sinking, and the visual, the seeing. So we work on gaining a good connection to those so that we can utilize that for our internal power, but also for management and, let's say, influence over our thoughts and emotions in daily life. Okay, any questions or observations, put them into the community, and I look forward to seeing you in our next lesson.